Well, that doesn't seem confusing at all to me. Oh, I get it. Anyway, take a look around. Your eyes focus on something, your brain processes it, and you understand what you're looking at. Easy peasy. But the optical illusions you're about to see will prove that your eyes, along with your brain, can easily trick you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join us on the bright side. Today's challenge consists of 20 optical illusions, each with a question. You'll have 5 seconds to study the image and figure out the answer. Some of them will even give you some insight into your personality. For example, number 1. What's the first thing you see in this picture? If the first thing you noticed was a dog's head, you're most likely a sociable, lively, and extroverted person. You don't get easily irritated by others. You're friendly and caring. And if you saw 2 cats touching tails with a little heart floating between them, you're very intelligent and a little more on the introverted side. At the same time, you're open-minded and sensitive. 2. How is this image changing? If you look at this picture for at least 5 seconds, you'll see that the pattern seems to be moving clockwise. Now put it in your peripherals. It'll start rotating faster. But the image is as motionless as it gets. Number 3. Are these circles still? After having one look at this optical illusion, most people say that the circles are moving in different directions. Others need a bit more time. If you move your head from side to side, you might even get a little dizzy. Whoa, careful now. Of course, in reality, the circles don't actually move. Number 4. How many faces are there? Most people initially notice a girl in profile with her head turned toward the viewer's right. But if you look more attentively, you'll realize that you're seeing just one half of her face while the other is in darkness. Number 5. What's the first thing you notice in this image? If the first thing that caught your eye was a goblet, you're a reserved and calm person. You don't need external sources of energy and motivation. You're fine in your own thoughts and world. However, you tend to worry about minor details which can stop you from seeing the picture. And if you saw 2 people facing each other, you're more extroverted. You prefer to spend time among people, which is why it's so important to surround yourself with those who support you and bring positive energy to your life. You see the grand scheme of things, and don't get caught up in the little stuff. Number 6. What do you see in this picture? As soon as you look at this image, you'll be convinced that those pink circles are dancing on the waves, almost like a flag blowing in the wind. But alas, this picture is completely motionless. Number 7. Is it really so obvious as it seems? At first glance, most people can't see anything but 2 trees leaning towards each other. Look closer, and you'll notice a girl with her back to the viewer. Number 8. Can you read between the lines? Hopefully, 5 seconds has been enough for you to spot the word love written across the image. It is indeed hard to read, since the letters blend so well into the background. Number 9. How many people do you see in this picture? You probably immediately noticed a black silhouette of a man's profile on the left. But what about the white negative space on the right? Yup, it's the same man's profile, just turned upside down. Number 10. Are these men the same size? Almost anybody who looks at this image will be 100% convinced that the men's silhouettes are gradually getting bigger from the bottom to the top. However, that's just an optical illusion created with the help of divergent lines. All of the men are the same exact size. Number 11. What's happening with this image? This psychedelic blob seems to be moving forward, ready to engulf you, especially when you look at it with your peripherals. But fear not, Brightsiders. In reality, this image is absolutely still. Whew! Number 12. Are these lines bent? Do the 2 red lines look like they're bowed outward, and the 2 blue lines inward? Yup, that's how optical illusions work. But believe it or not, these 4 lines are all perfectly straight. Number 13. Is anything happening to these hypnotic eyes? As you're looking into these bizarre eyes, they seem to be growing larger and closer. You get it by now, right? The image doesn't actually move. Number 14. Is there something wrong with this pattern? It may seem like the lines that form this pattern are bowed, wavy, or bent. Edges of the parts that form the pattern either vertical, horizontal, or tilted at a 45-degree angle. This means that they can't create anything but straight lines. Number 15. How many objects are in this picture? In this image, an attentive viewer will notice the left side of a man's head in profile. But an even more attentive person will spot that a big black rodent of some sort is acting as the man's hair. Talk about a unique hairdo. Rats. Number 16. Can you see the bigger picture? At first glance, some people immediately notice a bird's-eye view of 2 dark-haired girls in white dresses playing cards on the floor. Others are sure that they're staring at a big, creepy skull. Which image did you see from the get-go? Let us know down in the comments. Number 17. What's happening in this picture? Did you automatically assume that these butterflies are arranged in a spiral? Take a closer look, and you'll realize that they're actually in 5 separate circles, not a spiral at all. If you stare at this image long enough, these butterflies will even start flying and rotating. Utterly magnificent. Number 18. What's off about this peacock? First of all, the outer part of its tail consists of butterflies. And if you focus on the peacock's body, you'll notice that its trippy tail starts pulsing and becoming larger. Naturally, that's just an optical illusion, of course. 19. Are these flower petals still? You know the real answer to that question by now. No, the petals aren't actually moving. But when you really scan the image, they seem as if they're rotating. Yep, that's just your eyes and brain playing tricks on you. How fun! And number 20. Can you see a sleeping woman in this picture? This one seems impossible, right? There's just an old man sleeping peacefully in his bed. No woman inside. Here, let's add some color to help you out. Voila! There's the dark-haired young lady. She's just sleeping on her side and turned away from the viewer. So, which optical illusion did you like the most? Tell us all about it in the comments below. Remember to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.